Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or to anyone new, hey guys, welcome to my channel. In the last 24 hours, Jaclyn Hill finally uploaded her response, apology / answers to everyone's questions, and she took to YouTube on June 12th, and girl, I was too ready to sit down and listen to what Miss Jaclyn Hill herself had to say. Let's address the answers and receipts that she brings. Let's jump into it. But first, as you know, it is disclaimer time. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, fair use allowances are made for reporting, commentary, and criticism. All thoughts, opinions, commentary are for entertainment purposes only. Please never troll, blast, harass any person's businesses discussed. Always do your own research, guys, and come to your own conclusions regarding the matters discussed. Now that we got that out of the way, let's jump into it. Alright guys, let's jump straight into it. Jaclyn's My Lipsticks video was just under 15 minutes long, and in it, she says she will address things like the melting, the grittiness, etc. But you guys, I couldn't help but wonder, when she uploaded her reveal video, that her next video would have to be an apology / explanation video to the world for the products in her reveal video. It's kind of ironic, isn't it? So without further ado, let's jump into playing some clips I recorded, and then we'll dive in and discuss. So I first want to say that this is the first time I'm including actual clips into my videos, and the quality is kind of rough, so please hang in there while I master my editing skills and, quite frankly, stop being so ghetto. But now that I got that out of the way, let's jump into it all.
Today's video, I don't even need to give you an intro. You know why we are here. I want to address some of the issues that my customers are having with my first launch of my brand, Jaclyn Cosmetics, and my lipsticks. First and foremost, I want to let you guys know the bases I'm going to be covering throughout this video. I want to talk about the melting issue. I want to talk about the white fuzzies. I want to talk about the black holes. And I want to talk about the grittiness and the texture that you guys are experiencing, and give you informed details of what all of these issues are, what is causing them, and how they're going to be fixed. I just want to put that out there before even jumping into the actual video, so that you guys know that I'm not going to run away from this. And I know it's taken me a couple days to get all my ducks in a row and get this video out for you guys, but I've been going through all the documentation and on the phone with labs and chemists and the owner of my lab and my entire team for several days, and doing a very in-depth investigation to figure out exactly what's going on so that I can give you the most informed information as a brand owner. The first thing that I want to address before anything else is the accusations that my lipsticks are expired, moldy, or hazardous in any way, shape, or form. I'm going to put up documents throughout this entire video so you guys can see the actual proof, because I'm not going to sit here and read papers to you guys. I'm going to put it right there on the screen so you can see proof. Start with the expired accusation. My lipsticks did not go into mass production until the same month that I actually launched my brand. It was only a couple weeks prior to my launch that we started actual mass production. Although I had been so in depth with my formulation, my colors, and approving all of that, mass production did not go into production until right before my launch.
Okay guys, so I wanted to take the time to take a really hard look at the first quote-unquote receipt that Jaclyn brings us. So obviously at the top, there are two bits of information that are blacked out. But the first bit of identifying information says Certificate of Laboratory Analysis Liquids. And then we have description, nude lipstick, that girl, lot number, manufacture date of 5/15/19, expiration date of 5/15/2021, and then we have test data, applied to forearm to match standard, and then matches standard, and then tested by date LF, so I'm assuming left forearm 05/15/19. So this is a little bit confusing. How can something be manufactured and then tested on the same exact date? In my opinion, I would have liked to have seen a certificate of mass production and a date for that. I am just a little curious as to why Jaclyn's first and most important quote-unquote receipt is essentially a lab test. It's a laboratory swatch test analysis. I would have loved to have seen mass production commenced on this date. So I'm a little bit confused. That's all I'm going to say.
Not go into production until right before my launch because we wanted them to be fresh. We didn't want them to sit on shelves. And because my brand has been pushed back so many times, I actually already went through the same situation with a different lab several years ago. I went into mass production, ended up having an issue while in mass production, and then didn't launch my brand and had to go to a whole new lab because I didn't want those issues to happen again. So I canceled them and went somewhere else. Cover my tracks, I f***ed up, but they are not expired. I know you guys have seen photos of my components all over my socials 5 years straight to get it perfect, but just because I've been working on a component, you guys have seen that, does not mean that there's an actual lipstick inside of it that I kept on a shelf and sold to you guys. Just want to put that out there.
Okay guys, so once again, I wanted to pause the video because the last two clips were instrumental, in my opinion, in proving a huge contradiction on Miss Jaclyn Hill's part. So the first receipt Miss Jaclyn Hill brings us is essentially a lab test analysis of nothing more than a swatch test. I would have loved if Miss Jaclyn Hill would have brought us receipts of when mass production was commenced. How many lipsticks? 250,000, 500,000, 100, 400,000, and when. But in those last two clips, Miss Jaclyn Hill talks about going into mass production with a previous manufacturer trying to cover her tracks, knowing she effed up. She knows it. I believe Jaclyn went into mass production with the first manufacturer, and all of the defective lipsticks that we see, that is proof that Jaclyn first created, she tried to create and launch her brand years ago. But I do believe the divorce between she and John is one of the huge reasons why her launch was pushed back for personal and for financial reasons. You guys, when I see the bad pictures out there on the internet, this is my quote-unquote receipt that her lipsticks were not mass-produced a month ago. They were mass-produced years ago. But when I do see the beautiful, pristine pictures out there on social media, that is my receipt that another batch was mass-produced quickly in the last month and a half. Those are my receipts. And despite what receipts Jaclyn tried to bring in her video, I mean, a lab test swatch analysis as the first receipt you bring to prove when your lipsticks were mass produced. And I know there was a manufacture date of 5/15, but how are lipsticks manufactured and then tested on the same day? You guys, I thought that was fishy as can be. All right, guys, so this is going to be part 1. I love you guys so much. Stay tuned for part 2. Love ya. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.